My father, retired Col Garrett Kane, metals polished to mirrors, lips curled in righteous victory. He'd pulled the trigger. My pulse didn't spike. It flatlined into surgical ice. Drop your base in the comments so I know the shadows are watching because the reversal is already inbound.
Like, subscribe, bell on.
More stories. More power. Every day. To decode the ambush he staged, rewind 4 weeks. I'd limped home to the family vineyard outside Austin after a 120-hour cyber window, eyes still pixel-burned from satellite downlinks. Dad ambushed me in the wine cellar, boots dripping. Still crunching numbers in some windowless hole at Ramstein? Your brother Cole just inked an 8-figure munitions deal. Real teeth. I nodded on fumes, brain still ghosting drone feeds over the Strait of Hormuz. Error, I left my Pelican case cracked. Dad, scavenging fresh shame, rifled it. He surfaced one printout, a red-bordered spectral map tagged with Farsi kill codes. To him, it wasn't SIGINT, it was sedition. Midnight, he cornered me by the barrel room, face livid. Peddling intel, Lila? I knew you were coasting, but a turncoat. My voice dropped to mission cadence. Dad, you lack clearance. Surrender it. The authority in my tone flipped his switch from disappointment to destiny. He saw a patriot's mandate to expose the family washout. He had no idea he'd just pinged a tier, one cyberkinetic commander. Rewind to Thanksgiving 23. Cole dominated the mahogany table, fresh off a sales trophy, golf claps, bourbon toasts. Dad hoisted his glass. To Cole, the family's apex predator. Laughter cascaded. I swirled my Cabernet, ice clinking like suppressed rounds. I'd just earned a covert star for neutralizing a hypersonic leak. Dad ruffled my hair. Actually ruffled it. Cute ribbon, kiddo.
Participation trophy.
He chuckled, carving knife flashing. Cole's out there arming nations. You're dependable. Mom, Valerie, flashed the tight smile that meant don't capsize the holiday. Later, over. Sudsy Crystal. Your role's so opaque, darling. Cole's is concrete. Concrete. My existence, dismissed because it didn't fit on a sales deck. But dependable Lila was theater. Badged through the final SCF vault at Ramstein, I became call sign Viper, commander of a joint cyberstrike cell. My spreadsheets were zero-day exploits. My cubicle was a vault where I briefed 5 stars on grid kill scenarios. Dad's basement Lila was flawless cover until he weaponized it. Encrypted SATCOM hissed in the SCF. General Voss, my actual CO, voice like gravel. Domestic breach. Your legend flagged for espionage. Source. Col Garrett Kane Ret. Frost flooded my veins. Dad had leveraged legacy contacts to file with the base OSI. He'd endangered my cell, my mission, my nation. Voss offered. One call, I erase it. Old Lila would have complied. New Lila calculated. Negative, sir. He craves spectacle at the Air Force Gala. Grant him the stage. I'll bring the curtain. Gala night. I wore mess dress like Kevlar, ribbons forged in code and carnage. Dad had preened all evening, bragging to generals about finally correcting family rot. Security forces marched his marionettes. Major Kane, hands visible. Gasps rippled. Dad's smirk blazed under chandeliers. Then the service doors detonated. 8 operators in obsidian suits, NSA/JSOC patches, flowed in, moving like liquid threat. Lead, call sign shade, face redacted. He ignored the airmen, snapped a salute sharp enough to draw blood. Viper, package secure. Exfil primed. Airman froze. Lead master sergeant blustered. She's under arrest. Shade flashed a scarlet SA badge. Title 50. You're obstructing a live ops stand down. He extended a hardened tablet. Your orders, ma'am? Dad's universe imploded. The word Viper ricocheted inside his skull, colliding with 2 decades of basement Lila. The retired colonel was now a civilian in a room where his daughter outranked gods. I took the tablet, hand steady as a scalpel.
To the
master sergeant. Stand down your element. You're relieved. He nearly saluted, retreating into the crowd. Then I locked on Dad. Colonel Garrett Kane. I intoned, rank weaponized. You have publicly compromised a classified operation. You filed a false report against a superior officer. Remain in place. My counterintel team arrives in 4 mics for debrief. His mouth opened, soundless. Dad had spent my life preaching hierarchy. 6 words taught him who sat at the top. I didn't look back. Shade and myself flanked me. We exfiltrated as one organism. Silence behind us was denser than any orchestra. Generals I'd briefed in the SCF stared. Recognition, then revulsion as they turned to Dad. The man who entered a legend exited a liability. Black SUV, city lights streaking. No triumph, just the click of a lock. Dad had become a threat vector. The system corrected. For months later, General Voss's office, sterile, coffee-scented. He slid a classified DoD report across mahogany. Tribunal was surgical. They loathe wasted cycles and loathe retirees endangering Title 50 assets. Tap on the cover.
Call Garrett Kane. Guilty. All counts.
UCMJ Article 134, false official statement, endangering personnel. Consequences. Rank revoked, pension vaporized, security clearance shredded. The legacy he'd polish like brass gone. I exhaled. 20 years of air. Not joy. Closure. 2 months later, another ceremony. No chandeliers. Just a vault lit by red bulbs. 12 operators. Faces classified. Voss pinned the Defense Superior Service Medal. Outstanding, Viper. My cell, my chosen family, rose in a standing ovation that shook the soundproof walls. 7 months post-gala, I stood before a holographic killboard, briefing a dawn strike. Phones on mute. One buzzed Cole. Lila, Dad's a ghost. Lost rank, house, everything. He just stares at walls. Call him. Old Lila would have crumbled. Viper archived the message, refocused on ingress vectors. My peace no longer hinged on his approval. My worth was no longer negotiable. Dad had chased legacy and medals. He learned true authority isn't worn, it's trusted with secrets that can end nations. If you've ever been underestimated by the people who named you, drop your story below. In this community, we salute the quiet apex predators. Comment your I archived the guilt moment. Like if mission manipulation. Subscribe. Your clearance is non-negotiable. ***.